Hi friends, welcome to my channel Competitive Chemistry. So in this video we will discuss about quantitative analysis of organic compounds. Previously we have discussed about quantitative analysis of organic compounds, various purification methods of organic compounds. If you want to watch that videos, I will give you the link in the description box. Please see before watching this video. Okay, now coming to this video, let's get started. So you have synthesized an organic compound. Now you have purified it by using various purification method. Then you have analyzed qualitatively that in our organic compound which I have synthesized, there is carbon, hydrogen, some other elements like nitrogen, sulfur. It may contain like this. Now we will check about how much percent of these elements are present in our organic compound. Means in this video we will check about percentage of carbon and hydrogen in any organic compounds. So how to check this percentage of carbon and hydrogen? So the percentage composition of element present in an organic compound is determined by the methods based on the following principle. So the name of the method is Leibig's method. Okay. So both carbon and hydrogen estimated in one experiment. So a known mass of organic compound is burnt in presence of excess of oxygen and copper oxide. So carbon and hydrogen in the compound are oxidized to carbon dioxide and water respectively. As you are watching that this is our organic compound in which the stoichiometry of carbon and hydrogen is X and Y. So we are reacting this organic compound with this oxygen. So it will give you the carbon dioxide and water. So we have matched this stoichiometry. That's why X plus Y by 4 is there, and here X is there and Y by 2 is water. So we have just matched our stoichiometric amount. So now coming to this method. So as you can see in this picture that we have put our sample here. Okay, and we will heat it. This pathway pure dry oxygen is going, and here this is a copper oxide pellet chamber. So when our compound which contains carbon and hydrogen will come into this chamber, so it will react with this copper oxide. And previously in our qualitative analysis lecture we have seen that carbon present in our organic compound will react with this copper oxide and it will give you carbon dioxide plus free copper. Okay, so just I am matching the stoichiometric amount, so like this, and the hydrogen present in it will react with copper oxide and it will give you free copper plus water. Okay, so we will get this carbon dioxide and water. So here in this U tube anhydrous calcium chloride present, and here in this U tube KOH solution is there. So the organic compound will react with the copper oxide and it will produce this carbon dioxide which can be adsorbed in this KOH solution, and the water is coming in this U tube and will be absorbed by this calcium chloride solution. So previously we have weighted this calcium chloride and put it in this U tube, as well as we have weighted this KOH and put it in this U tube. So we previously know that the amount of or the weight of calcium chloride as well as KOH solution. So now the calcium chloride adsorbed this water, so it has increased its mass, as well as the KOH will absorb this carbon dioxide and mass increases. So we can calculate how much amount of carbon dioxide absorbed by this KOH solution and how much amount of water absorbed by this calcium chloride solution. Okay, so this is the experimental technique. So we can calculate the percentage of carbon and hydrogen present in the organic compound by getting this weight of the carbon dioxide and water. So now coming to the calculation. See, let the mass of the organic compound m gram. Okay, now we have calculated the mass of water. Let's say it is m1 and mass of carbon dioxide produced, it is m2. So how can we get this m1 and m2? So previously we have weighted this calcium chloride, okay, and it adsorbed the water, so its mass increases. So the increased mass minus previously weighted calcium chloride mass will give you the amount of water produced, which is m1, and let's say the mass of carbon dioxide produced, which is m2. Now molar mass of carbon dioxide is 44 gram. This carbon has 12 and oxygen has 16. So 2 into 16, 32, and we will get 44 gram. So molar mass of carbon dioxide is 44 gram. So 44 gram carbon dioxide contains 12 gram of carbon. There is one carbon, so 12 gram of carbon is present. So by unitary method we can calculate that 44 gram carbon dioxide contains 12 gram carbon. So 1 gram carbon dioxide contains 12 by 44 gram carbon. So m2 is the carbon dioxide mass of the carbon dioxide. So m2 gram carbon dioxide contains 12 by 44 into m2 gram. Now we know that mass of the organic compound is m gram. So m gram organic compound contains this much carbon. So 1 gram will contain this m and 100 gram contains into 100. So percentage of carbon in compound equals to 12 by 44 into m1 by m into 100. So this is the percentage of carbon present in the organic compound. Like in the same way, so we can calculate the percentage of hydrogen present. See here, the mass of the water produced is m1. So molar mass of water, is 18 doing. So 18 gram of water contains 2 gram hydrogen. So m1 is the mass of water, contains 2 by 18 into m1 gram. Now organic compound has the mass of m, therefore m gram contains 2 by 18 into m1 gram of hydrogen. So 100 gram will contain 2 into m1 into 100 divided by 18 into m, this gram of hydrogen. So this is the percentage of hydrogen present in the organic compound. Okay, now coming to the one of the problem. So the problem tells that on complete combustion, this much gram of organic compound gave this gram of carbon dioxide and this gram of water. So determine the percentage composition of carbon and hydrogen in the compound. So we can put this value in the equation or we can calculate by concept. So organic compound has the mass 0.246 gram. Okay, mass of water equals to 0.1014 this gram. Mass of carbon dioxide equals to 0.198 this gram. Now we know that 44 gram carbon dioxide will give you 12 gram of carbon. Therefore how much carbon dioxide? 0.198. So 0.198 gram CO2 will give 12 by 44 into 0.198 this gram of carbon. Then organic compound has the mass 0.246. So 0.246 gram organic compound will give this much of carbon, 12 by 44 into 0.198. So percentage of carbon equals to 12 by 44, 0.198 into 100 by 0.246, because this much gram of organic compound contains this much of carbon. So 1 gram contains this by 0.246. So 100 gram will contain into 100. So 100 by this. So if you calculate this, then you will get the percentage of carbon. So in the comment box you will give me the answer and I will check and tell you what is the answer. Okay, now what will be the percentage of hydrogen now? So just you can do similarly, that 18 gram of water will give you 2 gram of hydrogen. So how much water is there? So mass of water 0.1014. So 0.1014 gram of water will give you 2 by 18 into 0.1014 gram of hydrogen. Now organic compound has the mass 0.246. So 0.246 gram of organic compound has the mass of this much of gram hydrogen. So therefore percentage of hydrogen will be like 100 gram compound contains how much hydrogen? So 2 by 18 into 0.104 divided by 0.246, this is, and into 100. So what will be the answer? you will tell me in the description box. So this much of the percentage. Okay, so by this method we can calculate the percentage of hydrogen and percentage of carbon present in any organic compound which we have synthesized in the lab. Okay, thank you for watching.